want to search for narcotics, but you don't have police dogs. Well, I'm going to explain to you that today on how to search for narcotics without any police dogs. So the first one is guard patrol. You go to deployment and you see here that you can set up patrols. And I have set up a patrol. This blue dotted line here is a patrol. Now I can set up a assign guards, so I have it right somewhere. Where is it? Oh, right there. Here you can click on I want more guards. Now I have 3. Right click and down to 2. I just want 2. For me that's enough. That's completely fine. On these patrols I can even assign dog handlers, so the police dogs. But this video is about without the police dogs and how to find narcotics. So when you set patrols, the guards will search and they will patrol to this whole system of patrols you set up. So they will actually search for narcotics and all that sort of stuff too. Even though they are just doing their patrols. And another thing to have patrols is inside in one prison block or cell block, you can also set up guards. Now these 2 are connected up in one big cell block, so I'm going to pick another. This one is completely on its own, and you see here the right one next to it. And you can see here that if I want to add a guard, I just would do the left mouse click and I add a guard, and right mouse click to delete the guard. This is also a way that you have guards in your prison block. Yes, this does sound like you have more money. You need to have more money to keep this up. But if you want to find narcotics or forbidden stolen goods that your prisoners are not supposed to have, I would suggest doing this. If you could, again, a police dog handler can also go to these cell blocks and can also do the patrols to this whole cell block. If you just want to know on how to do it without the dogs, this is on how you do it without the dogs. The dogs, they stay in their kennels, and here you just have 2 guards. These 2 guards will patrol the whole block, and sometimes when they have suspicion, they will go to the prisoner and they will go to their cell and they will look into their cell and will search it down. So yes, that is on how you could do that with guard patrol. The second tip, detectors. As you maybe have seen right here, where 2 cell blocks are together, here they have metal detectors. Really important. It just really is. Right here again to another cell block, metal detectors. These metal detectors detect anything of metal. So if the narcotic has something with metal inside of it, or just a bottle with metal or whatever it is, these detectors will search for those metal things. So even stolen goods will also be detected with these detectors. And you go to objects, and now I need to search for it because I don't know where it is, but I do know it is somewhere around here. If I could find it again. A metal detector. It's just right here in objects, and you can just place one down. Do remember that you do have utilities right here. So you do need some electricity to these metal detectors, otherwise they don't work. So if I go to utilities, you will see that these 2 need to be connected up to the whole system. So yeah, do keep that in mind. It does work really well and it's really great, but do keep in mind that this actually costs a little bit more money. Dog handlers too though, so they cost money too. Everything costs money. Number 3 is shakedown, and you just saw in the beginning of the video I did actually do a shakedown. And shakedown is this. I just want to click on it and shakedown. Choose which sectors. I just do all at once, and I'm not going to do it now because I just did it, and otherwise the prisoners will all get mad. But I will do the MinSec only. So this whole block is going to be searched because this is only MinSec. And you can see right here that they just found a lot of the things. Food tray, something I just want to know what they have found. Well, they can find literally everything while doing a shakedown. And they will search for narcotics, they will search for stolen goods, so they will search for everything. So that's also a great way to do. Number 4 and the last one. And yes, I'm going quite quickly, but the last one is really handy to have. Intelligence. If you don't know on how to do that, you go to bureaucracy. And bureaucracy is where you unlock everything. If you don't know where the dogs are right here. 1000 the cost to unlock. You have also the security and psychology and the health armory, all that sort of things, but also intelligence, and it also costs 1000 to unlock, and it takes 6 hours to unlock. So I would suggest doing the prison build in just full speed. That way it goes way much faster. But this you need to have because what I'm going to show you is the intelligence, and you really need this. And yeah, I'm just going to show you on how that works. So intelligence, right here, right there. Here you can see, right here, this is the weaponry room. Right here you can find shotguns, guns, taser, baton, and rifle. A lot of things. And on the right corner you can see supply and demand. So supply for weapons is quite high, and demand for weapons is also quite high because a lot of persons do want to have weapons. Narcotics are also quite high, like needle, medicine, booze, poison, and cigarettes and drugs. The demands is there. It is completely there. They want to have it. So where you have I need to search for it. Where you have the infirmary, you can get needles, poison, medicine, and scissors. This is exactly what the demand is. People really want to have this, even though they are not allowed to have this, they really want to have this. So you can see that if they come in here, and the prisoners, they really need to leave the room without any of these things. So the narcotics as well. So narcotics are smelly, so that means that the police handler dog can find those things. But other way you can do this is putting a guard on the guard patrol in there, or putting a metal detector in that room as well and outside of the room, so that when the prisoners go through the room, they are being searched by metal detectors. That's a way on how you can fix that with the stolen goods. Intelligence could also say you where certain things are. You can see right here on the outside of the prison, you also have poison, a club, screwdriver, saw, drill, hammer. These things are also in a demand, but not as much, but they are in demand. So narcotics is a really big thing, and when the persons also work in the kitchen, they can steal a knife, fork, and spoon. Those things are all metal, so when you do a metal detector right here, they will be busted basically with all of those things. So what you do is I'm going down for objects, and I'm going to search for metal detector. Metal detector right there, and this is the metal detector. Right now I'm going to place it somewhere, just like there basically. I could also turn that around and put it there and there, so when they go into the canteen that they also being searched. And I wanted to place one right here. When they go out and inside of the infirmary and inside and outside of the workshop, maybe even a classroom, all of those certain rooms, maybe even inside the shop, library, maybe. These rooms are quite important. I think armory as well. This one is also quite important. Just on every block, that's going to be one. Just to be in sure. And yeah, I am just doing those. So now, when the prisoners access in certain area, they are now being searched by metal detectors. So this is quite handy and really good to have. Every cell block now has a metal detector, I believe, so now we need to go to utilities and need to connect them up. So I'm going to do that. And right down there, right there. Is there another one? I don't believe there was. See? There was something searched. There was something detected. It does work. So these ones also need to be connected up completely, just like that, and they are now connected up when the builders are building those. So there are quite some stuff being found just by metal detectors. So they also will find narcotics when they have some little bit of metal in them, or needles. Needles are metal, so they will be found right there. Alright. I hope you liked this video. Click on this video if you want to know more about prison intake.